Alright, another Sunday, another look at the trading post. Dragon Bash is upon us, which is a great festival for skins and cosmetics, but a bit too expensive for my tastes. If you want some account unlocks, you could consider the recipes for powerful potions of slaying Branded, Mordrem and Scarlet's armies, or maybe the home instance node, but they do come at a steep cost. 5 Jawbreakers will cost you around 22.5 gold, so you'll need 67.5 if you want all 3 recipes, and another 45 for the Piñata node. Luckily, all potions can be crafted for profit, but it'll be a while before you recoup your investment. And speaking about Jawbreakers, they're cheaper to buy on a trading post than converting Zaitafi, especially when you instant buy them. This also means that the weekly vendor is a tad expensive. According to Fast Farming, you can still make a profit out of the Living World Season 4 currencies, but the Tyrian exchange voucher is one you definitely want to skip. And if you're wondering whether the Dragon Bash arena is worth farming, I'd say no. You get about 10 gold of profit per hour if you manage to go through the whole cycle in less than 10 minutes, meaning you have to kill every single boss in a couple of seconds. And speaking about expensive round things, Ectos are inching ever so close to that 40 silver mark. If you're on the hunt for quick gold, or you need these to craft your obsidian armor, then make sure to run Bitterfrost Frontier every single hour, Octovine every 2, or go for some chest runs. I made a guide a while ago on how to farm these through unidentified gear, which has also gotten more expensive over this past month. Crafting rare armor and salvaging that for Ectos isn't worth it either if you get your materials from the trading post, but the surplus from the Ecto farming could actually get you a couple more. You can find both videos on how to do this in the pinned comment as per usual. And if you end up with a bunch of sigils and runes after all of that farming, make sure to check out my guide on whether you should sell or salvage them, or join our Discord for access to a spreadsheet that will do the math for you. This week, I've also been crafting a couple of relics for profit. Most of them don't really have attractive margins, but a fair few will still get you 1 to 2 gold of profit. These do require ectos and charms or symbols, but that could be yet another way to get more out of these. One of my favorite chest runs is in the Biora Marches, which will also get you a bunch of Eternal Ash Shards that can be exchanged for tier 5 materials. It is still worth converting the usual 4. Totems, Vials of Blood, Scales and Venom Sacks will basically give you 1 gold extra per spirit shard. If you've got some tier 2 bones and fangs, you might also want to consider converting those. Now, I haven't been doing a lot of mob farming lately, but I might go for some blood and venom farming on stream one of these days. Both are incredibly easy to farm in Path of Fire and can rival the gold per hour of a lot of other popular farms. If you prefer meta events over solo farming, then this is your weekly reminder that Soto map currency is worth a nice bit of gold. You can craft Storm's Eye, Stormforged and Grieving consecrated weapons for around 2 to 3 gold, and instantly sell them for around 9. If you've got the patience, then you could get even more. And lastly, let's talk about Carcharias, the precursor of Kamohoali'i Kotaki, or simply the spear, which has seen a bit of a price hike since the Janthir Wilds expansion was announced. I haven't done this myself, but from what I understand, you can craft a precursor once by finishing the appropriate legendary weapon achievements. If the wiki and GW2 efficiency are correct, you can make one for only 25 gold instead of paying the 300 gold that is being asked for on the trading post. An alternative way to obtain the precursor is rolling 4 spears in the Mystic Forge. From what info I found, you want at least level 70 rare spears, and those will only give you a 0.79% chance to get a precursor. With the availability of rare spears on the trading post, this might not really be a viable method, unless you maybe get lucky. There will also be a new legendary spear introduced with the new expansion, and if that one also requires some achievements, it might turn out to be a cheaper option. And speaking about spears one final time, I made a deep dive video on the Guardian Spear, so make sure you check it out. Rangers and Necromancers will be next, and the other 6 whenever those previews come out.